I tell you, last week was a rough week for me last week. I saw my kid and the milkman going to a father and son dinner. I don't know. I tell you, my own house, I can't relax. I got no sex life. 10 years ago, my wife put me on hold. What a sex life. With a dog, he's watching me in a bedroom, wants to learn how to beg. And my dog, that's another one. He taught my wife to roll over and play dead. I tell you, I never had any luck with animals either, you know? When I was a kid in my sandbox, the cat kept covering me up.
It's a nice building. This would burn good. I'm gonna get a tattoo over my whole body of me but taller. If you shoot a mime, should you use a silencer? Right now I'm living on a one-way dead-end street. I don't know how I ever got there. I've been getting into astronomy, so I installed a skylight in my house. The people who live above me are furious. The guy who lives across the street has a circular driveway. He can't get out. I've been making wine at home, but I make it out of raisins, so it'll be aged automatically. Do you think when they asked George Washington for his ID, he just took out a quarter? George's trying to decide something. Call it in the air, me or tails. About a year ago, my girlfriend was on the pill using a diaphragm and an IUD all at once. Recently, she had a baby. Baby was born wearing armor.
I was getting my teeth whitened, but then I said, forget that, I'll just get a tan instead. I saw a billboard. It said, estimated lotto jackpot, 55 million. See, I didn't know that shit was estimated. That would suck if you want to go, oh, we were off by 2 zeros. We estimate that you are angry. I like rice. Rice is great when you're hungry and you want 2,000 of something. I went to the doctor. All he did was suck blood from my neck. Do not go see Dr. Acula. Dr. Scholl makes foot products. And he's a doctor, so he went to school for a long time. But it doesn't take a lot to figure out that stepping on a cushion will be more comfortable. That guy wasted lots of time at school. Because I'd have bought that shit from a Mr. Scholl. Maybe even a Senor Scholl. I got a belt on that's holding up my pants, and my pants have belt loops that hold up my belt. I don't know what's really happening down there. Who is the real hero? I walked by a dry cleaner at 3 a.m. and the sign says, sorry, we're closed. You don't have to be sorry. It's 3 a.m. and you're a dry cleaner. It would be ridiculous for me to expect you to be open. I'm not going to walk in at 10 a.m. and say, hey, man, I walked by at 3 and you guys were closed. Somebody owes me an apology. I called the hotel operator. She said, how can I direct your call? Well, you could say action, and I will begin to dial. Then when I say goodbye, you can yell cut. And if you want, you can wear a beret and knickers. Is a hippopotamus, or a really cool opotamus? Hey man, if you're a fish and you want to become a fish stick, you have to have very good posture. You can't be a slouchy fish or you will be a fish clump. Hey, if you can't sleep, count sheep. Don't count endangered animals, you will run out. I order the club sandwich all the time, and I'm not even a member, man. I don't know how I get away with it. I like my sandwiches with 3 pieces of bread. So do I. Well, let's form a club. Okay, but we need some more stipulations. Yes, we do. Instead of cutting the sandwich once, let's cut it again. Hell yeah, 4 triangles. We'll position them into a circle. And in the middle, we will dump chips. Or potato salad, cool, I can deal with that. Let me ask you a question. How you feel about frilly toothpicks? I'm for them. Well, this club is formed then. I like to take a toothpick and throw it in the forest and say, you're home. Some people think I'm high on stage. I would never get high before a show, because when I'm high, I don't want to stand in front of a bunch of people that I don't know. That does not sound comfortable. Like when you're high and a joke doesn't work, it's extra scary. It's like, whoa, what the hell happened there? I am retreating within myself. Why have all these people gathered? And why am I elevated? Why am I not facing the same way as everyone else? And what is this electric stick in my hand? I like the way this is situated here. It seems like you guys were chasing me, closing in, then said, F it, let's sit down.
Now, this is when I knew I was in a bad neighborhood. You only see this in the worst neighborhoods. Remember, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I look out the window. There was a fucking baby standing on a corner. Look at this. And the baby didn't even look scared. He was just standing there.
And I tell you, my wife, she can't cook either. My house, we pray after we eat. I bought a pressure cooker. Now I eat off the ceiling. What a lousy cook. I don't think meatloaf should glow in the dark. I mean, she can't cook at all. She made chocolate mousse and antler got stuck in my throat.
Guy comes up to me, he's just got one tooth, just one. And he's not even taking good care of it, neither. You think when you only got one tooth, you should take really good care of it, not this guy. He had his own agenda. He comes up to me, right? He's like, can I help you? Help me do what? Remember to brush and floss? What can you help me do? He's like, oh no, I thought you needed some directions. If I need directions, I'm not asking a man with one tooth. I'm asking a man with one leg. Because he definitely knows the easiest way to get there, am I right? Oh yeah. If there's a shortcut, that one-legged guy knows where it is. You won't be hopping fences or climbing ladders. He'll get you right there. I like a man with one leg. I like that look. You like that look? I like it. The way they come up to you? Yeah. You guys look like they're going to tell you something really important, you know what I'm saying? It's very slippery out today. The elevator's broken. That guy's got information. He's helping everyone. Thank you, one-legged man. Thank you. It's all right. And when you got one leg, you got a good story, right? When things are boring, you can always tell that one-legged story. How'd you lose that leg? It's always something really manly, right? Landmine, 69. See a guy with one arm, he's got a story too. Snowblower, bottle of whiskey. You see a guy with one tooth? Where is the story there? What could the story be? Well, how did it happen? Well, I like a lot of taffy.
Everything's funny till it happens to you. 3 months, a mere 3 months after that terrible attack that Chris Rock endured, I was on stage at the Hollywood Bowl, and a lunatic jumped out of the crowd and attacked me. Now, I gotta tell you, if it happens to you, you don't even know what the fuck is happening. It was like slow motion. I just looked over. I don't know this nigga. And I just looked, I said, oh my God, I'm being attacked. And this motherfucker was ragged. He jumped at me. He was like, ah. I'm old, but I'm fast. I caught this motherfucker's head with my hand and pulled his hoodie over his eyes. I can still feel his head in my hand. It was spongy. He had been growing dreadlocks. Not the beautiful dreads that breastfarians grow. These were accidental LA homeless dreads. This shit had leaves and sticks and bottle caps and shit in it. Some kind of grease. I was like, ugh, like this. And then I fell down. And he knocked me all the way on the ground. And I was like, man, this is a bad situation. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna die or what's gonna happen. But in that moment of vulnerability, you know what occurred to me that had never occurred to me before in my life? In that moment, it occurred to me that bodyguards should not wear dress shoes to work. Travis! This nigga Travis came out slipping and sliding on some kind of beautiful loafer and fell flat on his back. Bop. I said, oh my God. Now both of us are down. I gotta handle this shit myself. So I popped right back, boom. And then the kid that knocked me down, he popped out, boom. And we looked at each other and realized at the same time, I was bigger than him. And that motherfucker took off running. And I started to chase him and I said, fuck him. I picked the microphone up. So I'm gonna finish this show now. That's right. For 3 months before that, I'd been making fun of Chris Rock. And people would ask me all the time. They'd say, Dave, what would you do if you were Chris Rock and Will Smith slapped you in the face? And to this day, the answer is the same. Well, I don't know what I would have done. I've never been in a situation that extreme. But I do know now what Will Smith would not have done. And that is enjoy the rest of his evening. Man, listen. We gave that kid a good while. We was whooping his ass. Not we, I mean, I was on stage trying to think of a joke to tell, but they was beating this nigga up right behind me. Everybody could see it. Everybody could see it. And I'm sitting up there trying to think of what to say. And I'm tongue-tied. Me, of all people, can't think of anything to say. Look at my karma. Just that moment. Of all the people in the world, Chris Rock walks from backstage, walks up to me in front of 20,000 people, grabs the mic out of my hands and looks at the crowd and goes, was that Will Smith? Man, motherfuckers fell out of their chairs laughing.